All right, welcome everybody. Exciting day here at Bluevale Collegiate and for the football program here and obviously the Bluevale football family. Thanks to all Brad's teammates for being here, Brad's coaches and family members. Exciting time for us at the University of Waterloo to be signing Brad to his LOI and committing to the University of Waterloo Warrior football program. So congratulations, Brad. You get some of those cheers going when you score touchdowns too, right? So, all right. And then I'm going to need a witness, one of the coaches to come on up. All right, Wolfie. Former Warrior. Amazing. Now I'll finish this off. And just like that, congratulations, Brad. Welcome to the Waterloo football family.
Means a lot to me coming from I only played one sport going into grade 9. I didn't know if I wanted to do football. Hitch's phone call came out about playing football and picking up pads early, so I did that. Mr. Kumar fit me with my first pair of pads ever. They were way too big on me. Came out for day 1 and kind of hated it. Came out for day 2 and I started to like it more, and then Hitch wanted to actually move me to linebacker. So wouldn't have been here if that happened. But we stuck with receiver, and after grade 9 I got asked to play Preds. I didn't that year, but that's when I realized that this would be a cool thing that I could keep doing, and ever since then it's been great, and just seeing everyone around me get better as I get better pushed me to do better, and now they're all pushing me up to go to university. I picked Waterloo because not only can play football there, it's a great school in general. The academics are definitely a thing that should play a role in what university you go to with the degree you get. My mom works there, so family ties. She made that decision how many ever years ago that was a school for her, and as a kid I would go there when I was sick, and she didn't want to just leave me with the babysitter all day, so I'd go to school with her as a little kid, walking around setting up all the outreach stuff, and I don't know, it's just kind of been a place that I've wanted to go to, and I thought that that would just always be where I went, and now it's a reality.
Has a great frame, really a great catch radius, runs great routes, the frame piece is exciting for us. He's going to come in and play H-back for us, which is kind of that hybrid tight end fullback position. Obviously going to get in the weight room and keep lifting and put a little weight on, but he's just got such a high ceiling, and he's really a great kid. Academics are important to him. He's going to come into the Faculty of Science, and so we're really excited to have him a part of our team. You know, did great things here at Bluevale, but also for the Junior Warriors. So yeah, just really excited. He's a really good kid and has high character and wants to work hard and be great.
Junior Warriors was probably the biggest reason I'm here right now. I went my grade 10 year. I started in the winter camp, it's just a great way to get to know the coaches, build a relationship, have them understand your capabilities, what you need to work on going into the season. And Tyson Siddall was probably the biggest part of that. Him and Wes, Coach Wes, those were the two biggest pieces in me getting to where I am. I started out starting, and then I got taken down to a second string, and I had no hatred towards that. That only made me a better player because it took some of the pressure off my back of I'd never played outside of school, and it just let me grow to a better player, and that's why I was able to succeed this past year in U18 as the lower age group.
Well, there's a lot to say. I mean, I think sometimes when you play football here at Bluevale and you're a receiver, it can be a tough road to hoe a little bit because, you know, obviously we will throw it, but that's not what we're kind of been built around. And Brad really embraced that. I think we were just joking as a group of coaches. I think Brad's the only receiver we've ever had here that we had to pull back when he's blocking because he's got his guy 30 yards away from the play. And I know that typically isn't, you know, high praise for a receiver, but it certainly is around here. I would also say he's like a super smart kid. You know, he's one of those guys that's at practice every day. He's helping the young guys. he's got all those like intangible learning skills that eventually make a great player. Now, that's not to say he isn't a very impactful player in high school. He's been a great player for us, and he was certainly our best receiver, on a team that, was a very competitive team and has been the last number of years. He high points the ball well. He understands what's in front of him. He's competitive and competes for the ball in the air. He does all that stuff. So I don't want to take away from it by talking about just him as a person, but the kind of energy he brings to practice every day, the commitment he has, the toughness he displays will just pay more dividends over time. I think you'll probably find some receivers that maybe burn a little faster than Brad, but that's going to come with time. And all those other skills that he's going to need to know to compete at the university level, I'm very confident he'll be able to pick those up quickly because of who he is and how he approaches the game.
Being a Bluevale Knight, again, I'm going to say it's another reason I'm here. Because the community that's built around Bluevale, right, it's one of the smaller schools in the WCSSAA board. I think when I came in grade 9, we had 1,300 people. Compared to other schools, over 2,000, we were still a competitive football team. Just by the way that we build ourselves and the way that we play football as a hard, smash-mouth team. I would like to thank, in my family, my mom and my dad for raising me the way I am. I'd like to thank my sister for making everyday life just easier in general for me. I'd like to thank my grandparents, my grandpa and my nana, for being there when I was a kid too, to, I don't know, just be a support that I can lean back on when I need it. And here at Bluevale and outside of school football, I'd like to thank Mr. Hitch because he just embodies Bluevale sports in general. All of our coaches, Mr. Wolf, Mr. Szymanski, Miss Ike, Coach Ike, Mr. Service, and whoever else I'm forgetting, Mr. Kumar for my first pads and making me fall in love with the game. And then outside of school, I'd obviously, like I already thanked, I'd like to thank Coach Wes and Coach Tyson, Coach Steve Warner and Schwartzy. I'd like to thank Coach Craig Langelos, our drone guy. I remember he told me that I had a chance to go somewhere, and that really made me feel great. All of our other coaches there were great, like Preston Huggy. I'd love to thank Preston Huggy. I'd like to thank all of my teammates that I've had since grade 9 and grade 10. We had so many fifth years come back, and it really just felt like a rerun of my grade 9 year this last high school season, and I'd like to thank all of them. And I'm proud to be a Warrior.